Hey everyone, and welcome back to Miss Azrael's Gaming. So we're going to get back into Strange Horticulture, and we are on day 15. Okay, so I don't think I already did the card, I believe, from the last day we did. Okay, let's go ahead and pet Helleborn. And I'm assuming we want to go ahead and take our first customer. So we have David Schaefer. I've lived in Underair all my life. I've never seen the people as worried as they are now. Everyone's talking about the sisterhood and the servant. Somebody needs to do something to stop that beast. Okay, so we'll collect the letter. Alright, I was speaking to a woman from Arnside who told me of a cave nearby that the locals stay away from. Apparently, there's a strange plant that grows there, but the cave is believed to be haunted. Unfortunately, she was vague about where the cave was. Somewhere to the east was all she would say when I pressed her. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Okay, so he doesn't know where, but I'm assuming... What is it? Arnside. I'm assuming that's a place. I mean, it sounds familiar. There's Ambleside. That's not what it is it? It's not what I needed. It's not what I need. There it is, okay. Probably just missing it. There it is. Jeez, you guys are probably looking at the screen like, oh my gosh, it's right there, Azrael. Okay, so here's Arnside. And was it to the east? Somewhere to the east, yeah, so it's a cave to the east. Which I would assume it's this one here, the White Seer. It's the only cave I see to the east. So a thin crack runs down the rock face, widening as it nears the ground, just wide enough for a man to slip through. But there's a problem. A large boulder blocks the entrance, too heavy to move. Okay, Farmer's Worry. I do believe I have that, because that sounds familiar. It's just finding it out of all these stinking plants I have. I still haven't like verified all of them. I wonder if you do that. If you have to do that at all. Maybe I don't have that one. Pretty sure I do, though. There's Worryless. Wonder if that's another name for Farmer's Worry. Might have to look. I might not have it identified yet. Let's... Okay, I haven't identified it yet. Okay, so Farmer's Worry, a spongy mushroom with potent abilities, only safe to consume in small quantities. Grants strength for short periods at the expense of severe fatigue once the effect has worn off. Okay, so it is a mushroom. It's not a plant. Okay, we know it's not those. It's not that one. Could be that. It's not that or that. It's not that one. So let's go ahead and let's try this one. Okay, Farmer's Worry. Book entry. Okay, for Twilight Liptoria, or Lipiota. In the twilight, where shadow grows, take leaf and root and eye of crow, a plant of gloom and despair and dark magic. Do not be fooled by the pretty flower. The smell it gives off is quite foul. Okay, so I'm surprised at how easily I am to roll away the boulder with the help of the Farmer's Worry. As my eyes adjust to the darkness, I discover several clusters of fungi growing near, reaching out desperately to the thin strip of light provided by the crack. Okay, so we got 2 new plants. Okay. 2 new fungi. Okay, let's take the next customer. Okay, we have Faye Swift. Why can't I remember? There was something important. I know there was, but there is only darkness now. We need Sour Bandy. That does not sound familiar. Okay, Sour Bandy. The Sour Bandy can help with memory recovery, especially if the memory has been deliberately sabotaged. The name of this plant derives from the fact that, although edible, the large stamen is extremely bitter to the taste. So we haven't solved that one yet. It's a possibility. Might be it. Yeah, see, that does kind of look like it. So the leaves feel smooth and soft underneath. The large stamen seems to be the source of the acerbic odor. Okay, let's try that. It's coming back. It happened in a dream. The woman in jade mask was screaming at me to get out. Instead, I went deeper, entered the mind of the creature. It was like slipping into a dark pool. Icy cold with who knows what terrors lurking beneath the surface. I felt powerful. Then suddenly something happened. She tore me out and my mind went dark. I have not been myself lately. Okay, so Umbrella. A powerful balm against diseases of the heart. It will not be a cure once illness has set in, but it can ease pain and prolong life. Umbrella has long rounded leaves and a flower that smells of strawberries. Okay, we'll take the next person. So Alden Gregory. My wife of 30 years is dying. That is the truth of it, as painful as it is to say out loud. The doctors say there's nothing they can do, but I cannot sit by and wait for that to happen. A man at the hospice let slip about a plant-based elixir. I don't think he meant for me to hear it, but I did, and it's all I can think about. I understand the risk, but any price is worth paying if it means she doesn't have to die. Please, I'm begging of you. Okay, so Elixir of the Damned. Does this have a little... I don't know if this has... I don't think this has elixirs in it. Now, I did have... Dendril elixir. Here we go. Elixir of the Damned. Made from a combination of Arbutum, Alicratus, Margolasus rentinia, and Mens Fortis. Powerful elixir is dangerous and extreme caution is advised. It is said to bring a person back from the brink of death, but at the expense of their soul. Those who have drunk it appear vacant and lost, alive, but no longer really with us. Okay, so let me put this here so I can see. So let me just scroll through here because these are probably the scientific name. Okay, so there we have the Arboretum Arcticus is the Calabalia. Oh, there's the Men's Fortis, the Duranthium. And then we need the Mercurius Retinia. Mercurius albatus. Mercurius Retinia is the hen chuck. Okay, which that one we haven't technically identified yet. But we've identified the other two, so I should be able to do that. So let's go over here to the elixir. Okay, so let's hit this one first. Okay, there's the Calbea. Then the Dorithium. There we go. And I need the hen chuck. Which I haven't identified this yet, but hopefully it won't be too difficult. The fruit of the hen chuck can have startling effects on memory. Even a small dose can result in short-term memory loss, but in larger amounts has been known to cause severe amnesia. The tuberous bulb has an unusual structure growing in bursts that give it a striped appearance. When cut open, when the outer layer hardens and turns blue-green, it is ready to harvest. Okay, so it's probably one of those clustered flowers. Possible? Because see, the bottom part of this right here resembles that, and it is a clustered one, so let's go ahead and try that. New elixir acquired. Yep, that was the elixir of the dam. I got a piece of paper. Patterson's Guide to Fatal Fungi and Their Antidotes. I don't remember that being there. Spring wax cap, sometimes fatal, can usually be cured by taking hop heart boiled in vinegar. Sunset mound cap, generally not fatal in small doses, uses crushed leaves from sour brandy to cure. Bishop's parasol, often fatal, can be remedied using the sap from lemon dandy. Copper ceruleum, often fatal, no known cure. And farmer's worry, often fatal, an antidote can be made using royal gentiana. Okay. There you go, sir. Elixir of the Damned. Okay, so average. Pretty blue flowers line the stem of this sought-after plant. It is said that if you give the Havergia to your beloved under the light of the full moon, you will both live long and blessed lives. Health wheat. Could be that one. Though that looks more purple than blue, but okay, let's go ahead and take the next customer. Okay, we have Aletha O'Shea. What a delightful shop you have. I'm only in town for a brief visit, but I heard I might be able to get hold of some liverstone here. Liverstone. Do I know that one? I do not. Okay, liverstone. Caution is advised when handling this plant due to the strong paralysis agents contained within. The liverstone is a mushroom with pointed caps. I think I only have one that's... No, it's not that. That's pointed. Oh, those are pointed too, but I doubt they're the neon one. Yeah, it's got little bumps on it. I don't think this... Yeah, see, those aren't little bumps. Those are speckles. Although it could be... Those are more curved instead of the cone shape. Yeah, that's not... Yeah, it's probably this one. Okay. Pronounced tomb. This flower is sometimes associated with death. Tomb is used as a fragrance in soaps and candles. But it's associated with death. Why would you want to bathe with death? Unknown. I can't control it anymore. This has all gone too far. I never meant for it to turn on my sisters. It's too strong. I'm trying to hold it back, but it wants to kill. That's all it wants. Death, death, and more death. You have to help me. Okay, so Widow's Woe or Dead Man's Fingers. Okay, well, let's see. Okay, so Dead Man's Fingers. This fungus is typically found in dense forest, protruding through the mulch. At a glance, it can appear as though the corpse is reaching up from the undergrowth, said to strengthen resolve and sharpen the mind. Well, that could be what she needs. Widow's Woe doesn't sound like a good idea. Okay, said to induce fear, also called Kempfoot, partially due to its unpleasant scent. Dainty dark flowers grow out from a bed of long, thin leaves. Well, either... Well, see, is it going to cause fear in her or fear in the monster? Is it going to strengthen her resolve or the monster's resolve? See, that's what I'm confused about. I don't know which one. I would think I would want to strengthen her resolve. But I'm not quite sure. I don't think we would want to, unless, like I said, unless it's the resolve for her. But I think the beast is inside her. Is what I think it is. Plus, she's new, so little is known about the mysterious woman in the jade mask. She's occasionally seen in the undermirror, but people understandably avoid her cold demeanor. I would think we would want... to give her fear... which would be this one. Okay, let's give her Widow's Woe then. Because I think it will keep the beast inside her. I think it'll give it fear. So, let's see. So, dainty dark flower grew out from a bed of long, thin leaves. think it's this. Yeah, I think that's the one, so let's give it to her. Okay, carnivorous tauren, known in the north as Andrew's Bane after the unfortunate demise of a man called Andrew Jardin. He was caught and slowly eaten alive by a large specimen of the tauren. Revered in the occult world, a cross-section of the tauren stem reveals pentagonal symmetry. Helps if I can read. Okay. Hollis Gibbs. There's been talk over the last few nights down the Royal Oak of servant creature going around slaughtering people. I used to enjoy walking in the hills, but I daren't leave my house now. I've decided to bring nature to me in the meantime. The glow of a few pixie lamps would surely warm my heart. Okay, there's nothing called pixie lamps. I'm gonna guess it's this one. Okay, let's see. So it glows. Let's see if there's anything. Wait, glowhorn. Glowhorn, the forest lantern, or pixie lamp is phosphorescent, illuminating the trees that it glows under. Suspicious travelers avoid walking towards it, fearing that the faint lights will lure them to their demise. Okay, well, that would tell me it would be this. Yeah, see, it pretty much looks like it. So we're gonna go with that. Okay, Pennybell. The leaves of the Pennybell are chewed by some for their hallucinogenic properties. However, it's highly addictive and can lead to sickness and death. Okay, so that was the end of the day. Let's go ahead and end the day. She finally had the power she had craved all these years, a servant to do as she willed. But that power came at a cost. The servant was awoken, and it would not be contained. It was the Dendru, the dread. It was death. Okay, so day 16. So it says, to the east of the castle across the river and through the mountain pass, it grows at the edge of the woods. Okay. We don't have a name, but maybe there's something that, like, resembles what this looks like. Oh, wait. That kind of does. Side-screwed castle. A little bit. I mean, I guess it kind of looks like that one too, but... It says to the east of the castle, across the river. There's no river here. Okay, well, let's say it's this, because I can always water more flowers if it's not. So here's the river to the east. And through the mountain pass, and then there's mountains. It grows at the edge of the woods. So it gets at the edge near the mountains is going to be my guess. So let's go with this. Alright, that was right. So the trees sway effortlessly in the cool breeze. The low hum of crickets chirping rides the wind. A sense of calm washes over me, and I'm rewarded with a new find. Okay, so a new plant acquired. Let's take a look at it. It moves fast for a plant. Oh, it's alive. It's Devil Snare. Okay, let's pet Helleborn. Okay, and I guess we start the day. So, Verona Green. It is time. The servant is on the move again. Time to act. Meet me at the ritual site. I hope for all our sakes that you've been able to track down all the plants we need. Ooh, I hope so too. I have a decision to make. Do I meet with the Seeds of Redemption, or do I follow Verona to perform the ritual? What was the Seeds of Redemption? I don't remember that one. Is that the cult? Okay. Where was I supposed to meet Verona? I don't remember. Okay, so here, yeah, 5 plants. Ritual, the specific plants are not known, so the woken danger is loyal to the summoner who becomes its master and can bend its terrible power to their will. This servant is assumed to be immortal since it has known vulnerabilities, but that does not mean that it cannot be defeated. Many hundreds of years ago, a site of ritual importance was created near the Black Comb to the south of the Watcher, the Great Oak, and the Dendro was ousted from this world. Okay, so many hundreds of years ago, a site of ritual near Black Comb, which is here, to the south of the Watcher. The Great Oak and the Dendro were ousted. I think it's there. I think it is. Huge tree stands before me, impossibly tall, wide, bigger than I could have ever imagined a living thing that might do so. Okay, maybe it's not that. Where is the ritual site? See, it's been a while since I've played. Is there... Okay, let's water some of my plants and get... I gotta figure out where this is. I don't remember where it is because it's been a while since I actually had the information on the ritual site. There's a hint button. I wonder if it'll tell me where it is. To the south of the Great Oak. Oh, dummy. It should be right there. There we go. A small stone shrine sits off the side of the clearing. 5 grooves run out of the center of the stone, widening into recesses at the base. 5 slots for 5 plants. Okay. Now, did I have a listing? Don't... I don't remember. That's for the seeds. Okay, I think it's a little bit of everything. Okay, I saw from some of these notes here. Okay, I think I know what I need. Okay, I need the Devil's Night Trap, which is a plant is known colloquially as the corpse fiend. If ingested as a seed, it will cause a slow, agonizing death, and the plant will grow out of the body once deceased. It has a light, pleasant odor, not dissimilar to pine needles. Boiling the root in vinegar creates a toxic fever and poison. Okay, so I'm looking for something that's got leaves like that. Okay, that, yeah, there's the line on it. Okay, so we'll go with this. Then I need, let's see, what was the other one? Cold. I'm trying to remember. Was it this one? Yeah, this was one. The Elderfinium. Elderfinium. Oh my gosh, I have so many plants. There it is. Okay, so I got the Elderfinium. Okay, Long Vicardum. I believe it's that one. Small leaves grows in pairs. It's an easier way to do this. I think I need Widow's Woe too. There it is. And then I need think it's Swift Snares. Okay, the binder, ankle grabber, and never let go, and several names given to this plant. There may come some clues, properties. Once in snares, impossible to extricate oneself without help. Swift Snares, small heart-shaped leaves. I believe that's the one I just got. Yeah, it moves fast for a plant. I believe that's Swift Snare, because I don't know it. And that does look like it to me. Yep. Okay, let's hope that's it. Oh, good job. Well done. I will take it from here. I stand back and watch as Verona walks around the shrine, muttering soft incantations. It feels like a long time passes before she looks up, but in reality it was perhaps only 10 minutes. Nothing's happening. What do you mean nothing's happening? Have we got the right plants? I think so. Perhaps we just need to be patient. A huge splintering crash behind us makes us all spin around to look across the clearing. A huge creature, its head and shoulders visible above the treetops, is making its way towards us, ripping up trees as it advances. The servant. Yikes. What was that about being patient? I think we're out of time. At that moment, the woman in the jade mask comes hurtling out of the woods at the other side of the clearing. She takes in the scene and heads towards Reuben, ripping her mask off and flinging it into the dirt. Father. Thea? Reuben runs towards her and they embrace in the center of the clearing as the servant bears down. I can clearly see the tears falling down Thea's stricken face as she looks up at her father. I'm so sorry, I've been a fool. I thought I could control it, but I can't. It's too strong. Oh, what have I done? She runs towards the shrine, brings out a small vial of red liquid from within the cloak, and thrusting it into Verona's hands. It's my blood. It's blood, my blood. I know what to do. But before she can act, the servant bursts through into the clearing, sending 100-year-old ash and elm hurtling as though they were saplings. Do your worst. Reuben locks eyes with the servant and grabs a sturdy branch, running off to the side to draw the creature away from the shrine. The huge beast lunges towards him with a terrifying roar. Reuben brings up the branch as the servant closes the gap and brings its large skeletal claw arching down. The branch splinters and Reuben is sent reeling backwards, but he doesn't have time to regain his footing before the beast is on him, slashing and maiming. Father, no! Thea crumbles to the floor, wailing as Verona fumbles with the stoppered vial. Turning back towards the shrine, she pours the blood into a small cavity at its base, and then everything happens at once. Maybe we should have gave her the brave thing. The servant makes a desperate charge towards us, and I'm certain that we are going to be devoured, but Thea steps forward and raises her arms. Get back, servant. Stop, I command you. The servant falters for a moment, as though wrestling against some invisible force, but it regains control almost immediately. It thrusts one spear like appendage forward and impales Thea through the abdomen. At the same time, a pillar of bright white light launches out of the shrine towards the servant and hits it in the chest. The huge beast shrieks, staggers backwards, flinging Thea's lifeless body to the one side. Yikes. There's an almighty thunderclap and a blinding flash of light, and suddenly the servant is gone. A patch of charred ground smolders where it stood just moments before. My head is spinning at what has just happened. Did it work? Have we defeated the servant? Okay, so we hit endgame. We got banished, performed the ritual. Okay, so Friday, with the dust settled and the servant vanquished, I've been able to reflect on the events of the last few weeks. The devastation wrought by the ancient beast was greater than anyone had imagined. By the end, Thea had lost control entirely, as had been made clear from the tales coming from Hadvrig and Boodle. Without our intervention, who can say what the final toll would have been? In contrast, Undermere has never felt so jubilant, so full of life. All of the nervous tension that had built up evaporated in an instant, and the people have plowed through their energies into celebration and merriment. They do not know the whole truth, of course, that Thea, the woman in the jade mask, was the one who summoned the servant. In the end, she gave her life to help us defeat it. Verona and I have kept quiet by unspoken agreement. And as for myself, well, I'm back in the calm of Strange Horticulture, of course, with Helleborn for company. It's quieter around here, and I miss my friend Reuben, but I'm content, and there are always more plants to learn about and discover. Nice, so that's a pretty decent ending. So, ending completed the game. Horticulturist complete a full playthrough without using, I think there was any hints. So, a bloody mess. A servant is gone, a victory of sorts, but one tinged with sadness at the death of our friend. The end, ending one. What was that pronounced? Thumb? I don't know. Okay, so Reuben was deceased. Reuben Ward, the investigator, killed by the servant. Verona Green is alive, the occult scholar. She rarely comes to my shop anymore. She does not say it, but you know she's deeply saddened by Reuben's death. Deceased, Bethany Coleman, the sister, killed by the servant. Alive, Faye Swift, the psychic. She has not dreamed of the servant since you performed the ritual. In hiding, Ennis Alforth, the cultist. He has not been seen since the defeat of the servant. There are rumors he is living in Rendale Cave once again. Deceased, Forrest Fair, the hunter, killed by the servant. Deceased, Thea Ward, the woman in the jade mask, killed by the servant. And alive, Isidore Burbridge, the barrister, currently pursuing legal action against Strange Horticulture. Hey, rude. I help things. Maybe not the best of things, but you never know. Alright, everyone, so that was Strange Horticulture. There are multiple endings from what I understand. Oh, looks like we got something here earlier. Oh, nice. Plants identified, 57 out of 77. Okay, so have you ever heard of the Monastery of the Black Veil? I think it would interest you. I learned of it from a man from Ravenglass. If you're ever in that part of the world, you should ask about it. He owns the Horseshoe Inn on Main Street. Oh, well, it feels like we're not done. Okay, Monastery of Black Veil. Okay, so Ravenglass, probably. I don't see something called Ravenglass. I saw a glass mirror. Ravenglass, here we are. Let's see if this is where we need to go. Okay, so I met a man with a thick black beard and kind eyes who's delighted to have found a willing ear to listen to his stories. You won't find the Monastery of the Black Veil marked on any map. They don't want to be found. The monastery was on the edge of the woods. Oh, scrolled too far. On the edge of the wood. I remember that much. We must have been heading west because I could feel the sun on my face, and it was the evening. We crossed 2 rivers, then we followed a river for a while. I could hear it to the left of me as we traveled. They left me here in Ravenglass, and I've stayed ever since. As I turned to leave, he adds, "Here, if you're serious about going, you better to have this." So he gave us 2 letters. Okay, so he gave us the elixir of the Black Veil. No seed will grow that does not wither, no water will languish upon the river. No man will last forever. Hail, we all wear the blackened veil. Leaf of the storin, dark flower of the tome, stench of the twilight. Okay, so you won't find the Monastery of the Black Veil marked on any map. They don't want it found. The monastery was on the edge of the wood. I remember that much. We must have been heading west because I could feel the sun on my face, and it was evening. We crossed 2 rivers, then we followed a river for a while. I could hear it to the left as we traveled. They left me here in Ravenglass, and I've stayed ever since. Because I've also got a card here. Okay, so this is probably, was it a mountain range? Mountain ranges are those. We need 2 circles that are close to each other, like here, perhaps. Yeah, that would fit. It should be there. The sun is low in the sky. I'm tired after a long day. I have earned this reward. Another plant. That's a pretty one. Yes, it seems like we have like an epilogue type thing. So long thin leaves, quite rigid aroma, sharp and cryptic. Okay. So let me go ahead and, where's my watering can? And water some of these plants so we can try to find the monastery. Ow, banged my knee on my desk. Okay, so before we do that, let's go ahead and make this elixir. So we need the leaf of storin, death flower of tomb, And Stench of the Twilight. Where's my book at? There it is. Okay, I haven't identified Storin yet. Which I don't think it'll be too difficult. I think I have the tomb at least in the Twilight. Yeah, dark red fruits. I think that's it. Okay, so Storm. And then we have the tomb. Or Thum? Is that? Yeah, tomb. Smells like sweet rhubarb. Okay, I think it's this one. Okay. And then we need the Twilight one. Yeah, the Twilight Lepotina. Okay, so it's a pretty flower. The smell it gives off is quite foul. Oh, rather unpleasant scent. That's probably it. Okay, so let's go ahead and create the elixir. Okay, so that should be the elixir of Black Veil that we needed. So let's go ahead and I swear I got so many notes. Here we go. Edge of the wood, monster at the edge of the wood, heading west, past 2 rivers, and then you followed a river. Okay, so well, I left him here in Raven's Glass, so this would be kind of like the end route, I would assume. Then they followed a river past 2, and what was it? Edge of the wood. Okay, it's probably here. Yep. 3 figures, their faces hidden behind black coverings, come out to meet me. The figure on the left speaks first. The monks of the Black Veil know of the Horticulturists. Then the one in the center of that group adds, they will share their knowledge if they receive the payment. Final member of the trio stays silent. Oh, that should be this. Okay, elixir identified. Okay, the third member of the trio accepts the elixir, and together they disappear into the monastery. Sometime later, they return with a stack of parchment. So we identified 60 plants. Oh my goodness. So we have the Procalcis flowers crushed into paste to cure coughs and sore throats. This author can attest that supposed cure does not work. Oh, I can't look at all of them. Well, great. I don't know what's what. I think Priddle was one. Covered by a rich, pretty Priddle is crushed to make dyes. Very rare plant. Let's see if anybody shows up. Simone Green. It's good to see you too, Hellborn. It has been a while. You seem as relaxed as ever, though. Nothing ever phases you, does it? I must admit I've been buried in my books and seem to have missed all the excitement. I hear you and your plants had a part to play, though. I've been collecting some information on selections of plants for a little book I'm putting together. I was hoping you could help me finish identifying all of these plants. Bella Nox. Okay, so let's start with the Moonlight Flower Bella Nox. I've always loved that one. Dark, mysterious, beautiful, has enchanted people for centuries. It's thought to send people mad with obsessive desire, seductively luring them to their deaths like a siren call. Okay, so it's one of those many petaled ones, probably. Dark purple flowers. Have any others that are like mini? Okay, I'm not seeing. This is probably it, though. I'm just gonna go with it. Okay, I've identified it. Spring wax cap. That's a mushroom, isn't it? That should be easy. I don't have a lot of mushrooms that I haven't identified. So we're just going to go ahead and do that for her. An edible mushroom with some mild medicinal purposes. When dried and eaten, is helped relieve pain. Okay, move slow. It's probably this one. Let's see. Let me look through, though. I don't think I go slow. I don't think there's any other mushrooms that look like that. No, I pretty much identified all the mushrooms that look like that. So we're going to go with this one. Okay. Ah, Haverage. Some romantic soul once gave me a stem of Haverage. I think I offended the poor boy when I gagged on the scent. He took it as a bad omen. I was accidentally clicking on the plant. There we go. Haverage. Pretty blue flower lines the stems of this sought-after plant. Okay, so let's look for Haverage. Overpowering, sickly, sweet scent. It's probably this one. Okay. I think I'll give Fool's Midnight a miss, thank you. Okay, used by some as an aphrodisiac, though the potent sulfuric aroma is enough to put off most. Stark mushroom, so it's a mushroom. My mouse wants to work, that would be great. Smells rotten. It's probably it. Rotten egg smells like sulfur. Oh, demo sounds nice. I wonder if that's what Mum puts in her tea. I've often thought she must have a secret ingredient that makes it extra soothing. A remarkable flower is related to the common thistle. Okay, its leaves are occasionally brewed into tea. It's helped to calm anxiety. Okay, so it's gonna look like a thistle plant. Got a couple that look like that, but most of them have already been identified. Oh, a bland smelling flower. It's probably this one because that kind of looks like a thistle. Okay, it says here that the ambra smells of strawberries. There are so many conflicting aromas in the shop, I can't pick it out. Okay, umbrella. Powerful balm against diseases of the heart. Is not to be cure an illness. It will not be a cure once illness has set in, but it can ease pain and prolong life. Okay, let's see. Smells of strawberries. Maybe? Strawberry dipped in honey. There we go. Archive this stuff so it just gets out of my way. Half these I didn't do. Could do the elixirs. Maybe I'll do those after we help her. I've never heard of Virium. Okay, so Virium is a sin it produces considered overpowering by some, but is said to stimulate the senses and rejuvenate aching bones. Virium has many short, pretty leaves. There's not a whole lot of plants left, but yeah, I would say that kind of looks like it, so there we go. Okay, penny bell. Penny bell next. I keep clicking on a plant when I'm trying to do that. Okay, the leaves of the penny bell are chewed by some for the hallucinogenic properties. However, is highly addictive and can lead to sickness and death. Okay, so we need the penny bell. Kind of like somewhat heart-shaped leaves. Oh, those got some. Feel like flowers and heart-shaped leaves, yeah. So I would be referred to as a bell, so let's try that one. My mother often uses burdock leaves in her cooking. She's too stubborn for superstitions. Okay, thick burdock leaves make a tasty addition to soups and stews. Superstitious folks won't allow burdock into their homes as believed to bring bad luck. Oh, maybe I don't want to look up this flower then. one's got holes in its leaves. Strong and leathery. I'd say that's it. Another herbal remedy for sore throats that doesn't work. Oh well, let's see what it at least looks like. So pull-us. Okay, the pull-us flower is crushed into paste to cure coughs and sore throats. This author can attest that the supposed cure does not work. Well, that's just great. Kind of looks like it. It's right in front of me. Petals fall easily. Yeah, that's probably it because the leaves kind of resemble that. Alright, let's go with that one. Okay, good work. Let's do Liesel of Neptune now. That's the last one on this page. Okay, also called Truth Slayer. This plant will force a person to tell the truth when eaten. The sparsely petaled pale flowers give off a strong scent. Okay, so we're looking for pale flowers. I don't have a whole lot. I mean, that's pale, but that doesn't look like it. It has no flowers. Not pale. That's a fungus. Okay, what about this one? Yeah. Got little hairs coming off in the center there. It's probably this one. Okay, so sheep snap is next. Okay. Okay, so sheep snap is thought to bring good fortune when prepared correctly. The green seed pods the sheep snap have are hard outer shell and sound hollow when tapped. To the south, they call this plant the bulbs of banyan. Okay, so it's green seed pods. So we're probably looking for something that's green. Probably not. Nope, that's something. Oh. So the bulbs look soft. They are in fact quite hard. There we go. Good work. Let's do Ember Soul now. Okay, Ember Soul is thought to have protective properties. Is sometimes given as a offering to various deities in return for sanctuary. It produces flowers with many petals. Watch out for the leaves. They're razor sharp. Okay, so that could mean maybe it's got spikes on it. But it's got flowers. It's already named. Quite easy to cut oneself in the jagged leaves as I have just found out. So it's probably this one. Okay. Good work. Let's do candlewood now. Okay. Produces a red flower that provides a shielding effect, protecting against all manner of afflictions of the mind. Long, thin stems grow among tall leaves. Okay, so we need candlewood. And it's a red flower. There's a red one right there. Yep, that's probably it because all the other red ones have names to them. So I would say this is it. We're slowly going to narrow it down to where we only have so many left. Okay, carnivorous tauren next. Oh, I'm pretty sure I know what that one is. Okay, known in the north as Andrew's Bane. After the unfortunate demise of a man called Andrew Jaden, he was caught and slowly eaten alive by a large specimen of the tauren. Feared in the cult world, a cross-section of tauren stem. Okay, it's probably that one that looks like this. I bet it's this one. Because it looks like it could eat somebody. So we're going to go with that one. Dead man's fingers. I think that's those black mushrooms there. Okay, this fungus is typically found in dense forest, protruding through the mulch. At a glance, it can appear as though its corpse reaching up from the undergrowth. Said to strengthen resolve and sharpen the mind. Pretty sure it's this, because I'm pretty sure I've named all my funguses. It's eerily like a ghostly hand, so... Okay, and Priddle. Is it the last one? Yeah, Priddle should be the last one. It should be the only flower I have left that's not been identified. Covered by the rich, pretty priddles, crushed by many dyes, this is a very rare plant that's hard to come by and requires great care in cultivating. So let's see, where's the flower that I have not used? Purple flower with a gentle scent. This has to be it. Let me just double check. I don't think it's the only flower I have left. Okay, yeah, so it has to be this one. Okay. Well, that seems to be all of them. You know, I think you've earned the right to call yourself an experienced horticulturist. And we are closed. The only thing we haven't done is made these elixirs. The Dendro elixir. 2 yellow berries, a heart-shaped leaf from a plant with a bellflower, teaspoon of milky fungal residue. So 2 yellow berries. Huh. There's yellow berries. Herb-shaped leaves with a plant with a bellflower. And then a teaspoon of milky fungal residue. Milky fungal residue. Do any of these produce? There we go. A viscous white liquid can be seen oozing from the other side. Okay, so this has to be it. I'll just brew it for fun. So that should be, yep, that was that one. Okay, so the St. Quentin elixir. Let's see. So for that, we need a 5-pointed leaf to grant courage. A red flower to protect the mind, and a seed pod for luck. Okay, let's see. Okay, we need Daisy Dock. That last, yeah, the candlewood. And then the bulbous one, this one. Yep, it's the St. Quentin's elixir. Okay, and I don't have anything else. I mean, there could be things that I've missed, but I mean, like I said, like there's multiple endings to this game. Maybe I'll go back sometime, try out some, different endings for it. But that's the end of the game, everyone. Let me know what you thought about Strange Horticulture down below. Did you enjoy it? Did this help you? Maybe you still needed to solve some of these plants and stuff like that. I did identify all 77 of them. If you're missing one of the ones that we did at the end, you'll have it in this video, but unfortunately you'll have to go through and, watch all my other videos, which, well, I mean, not really unfortunately, that's a good thing, but watch all the other videos that I've made to help identify the plants if you need that. Please leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye.